Welcome to the May Mega Man Maker contest. So, unfortunately for this round, we only had one entrant, and to kind of fill out the video, I'm going to use two of my own levels, my very first two levels that I released for Mega Maker, to kind of make the video have a little bit more content. So do please stay towards the end to kind of hear what's going on with the next contest. And if you'd like to try these levels, I have put them in the description instead of on the front of the screen because I wanted to keep this short. Anyways, here are the levels. Enjoy. congratulations to this month's winner, Alvira. So, since you are the winner, you get to go first for what I like and what I don't like. So, let's start with the things that I like. I absolutely love the level. Overall, fantastic design. You make great use of the power arm, using it to solve puzzles, which always is nice to see in a Mega Man level where you're using the items to solve puzzles, whether it be surfing or moving blocks or any of that jazz. But, like, for example, how you have to use the power arm to get to the power stone, and you kind of have to move along the blocks in a very careful manner, or using the blocks to get across that bed of spikes. I also like that you did use more bosses. The exploration aspect of your level was fantastic, and I mean, it's just such a great level. I mean, you can tell it's a good level. Now for some things that I think could be improved upon, and this is something that it's really easy to make a mistake of when you're doing bosses. Particularly if you're doing multiple bosses, it's usually a good idea to have an antechamber with the wily door and kind of have the little save room in there. So kind of like, I know you don't want to have people to commit because, I mean, it is an optional boss. But one of the things that you would see in the video is when you come in on that left side, and it doesn't matter if it's the left side or the right side, I can stand up there. And if, for example, for Concrete Man, I could just stand up there and just pelt him and not really fear him. Part of why you want to also have that is for the case of Hard Man, you saw me go back to the previous checkpoint. That's because once you touch a checkpoint, even if I got the Windstorm, I'd have to go back to a different checkpoint to activate that checkpoint. So that's part of the reason why you want to use the boss antechambers, just so that way you can have a good place to have somebody update, instead of relying on kind of what you were doing with that one there. But, I mean, other than that, you had great puzzles, you had secrets, you had multiple bosses that you didn't even have to fight. I mean, when I first played through this, I didn't even know that you had Hard Man and Concrete Man. I went and I did the one puzzle, and after I did the block puzzle with the spikes, and I'm like, I probably should go back, and then that's when I kind of realized that, oh, I can't go back, and I never got the Windstorm, so I never got to see Concrete Man, and what is nice about that is that I didn't even know those bosses were there the first time. I mean, obviously, in the second recording, I did get to see both of them. I didn't beat Hard Man because, well, Hard Man's hard. But it's great use of assets, great use of all the gimmicks, the puzzles. Great level overall. A vast improvement over your Magnet Man level. So I am very impressed. So it's now time to review my levels. And the first one will be my very first level that I created for Mega Man Maker, the Freezeman Mark II. Let's start with the things I like. So some of the things that I do like about my level is that there is that bit of exploration where you aren't forced to get the... I can't remember what Flamesman's weapon is off the top of my head, but I do like that you don't have to get it. You can see it. You can kind of get the idea that you have to go left in order to get it, and you go through that little underwater section, which I really like. And I do really like the color palette that I used for that. I like the variety of enemies. I like their placements. I like the little end bit where you're kind of having to, well, not fast jump. You're not in any real danger except for that last jump at the end in the cavern. Those things I did like. Some of the things that I didn't like, I don't like how I handled some of the ground palettes, the tile palettes. So, like, for instance, I think it's Blizzard Man tile. That one, I probably shouldn't have used that. I probably should have, or if I did use that, I shouldn't have then immediately used the Frostman tile. I really should have just stuck with one. So I did overuse some of the tiles, which, I do try to keep in mind of. I also really don't like how difficult some of the jumping is, particularly with the water section, as much as I love it. Uh, some of those jumps without using damage boost are incredibly difficult. I mean, as you saw, I died 3 or 4 times just to make a simple little hop jump underwater. So, I mean, that's something that really needed to change. Also, that really long jump. I probably shouldn't have used Flame Man's weapon because it's kind of lame as far as Mega Man weapons go. I probably should have used Firestorm. Uh, Mostly because, as you also saw during the fight, it's almost completely useless. I mean, because as soon as it hits something, it's gone. So, and that was that level. And for the final level review is There Is No Airman, which is a level that I actually really like. So here's what I like. I like the use of the gimmicks, like where you're using the fans to go up and down. I like the use of Grenade Man, just right there in the middle. Uh, Really great use of a mini boss, in my opinion. I mean, and the nice thing about Grenade Man is he is not a difficult boss to fight. I mean, for example, Hardman, he's a difficult boss to fight, but like Grenade Man, easy peasy. Just pretty much you're jumping. That's how you win that fight. So I really like the use of Grenade Man. I really liked how that last bit where you have just it wasn't so much a puzzle, but you use the hazards with the fans, and you can't even really touch the ground because, I mean, if you do, then it just gets harder to do. Uh, I really liked how that was handled. I like how you had the big, wide open boss battle with the storm in the background and the rain, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to actually fight. I thought that was great. Let's see, what else did I like? The enemy placement was also pretty damn good. I was really happy with that. Yeah, now for the things I don't like. Uh, I don't like that it's short. I think that the part between Grenade Man and the final boss, that was way too short. I should have made that longer, uh, just to give a little bit more level. Uh, and I mean, while speaking of bosses, while Windman is, an okay boss, he wasn't my first choice. And this is more of an issue, not so much with my choice of bosses, because originally that was Tornado Man. But Tornado Man kept killing himself, so it had to be Windman, because there is no Airman. So, I mean, if I had to remake that level, I would replace that boss with, Tornado Man if he didn't kill himself. 'Cause that was really frustrating when I was making it, and all of a sudden, oh, look, you win! Because he killed himself. Why did he kill himself? Oh, it's because he flies too fast off of screen. But yeah, overall, I'd say that it's a nice short level. Maybe that's kind of why I like it, is that I'm not spending, 15 minutes on the level, 20 minutes on the level. I'm spending more like 4. So it feels more like an actual Mega Man level. I just wish I had better. I wish I had fucking Airman. Anyways, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this, and there will be a June contest. Except the June contest is a little weird. I'm actually going to combine it with July, so it's the June-July contest, because I am not present at the end of June. So from the release of this video until the end of July, you get an opportunity to enter in your level to the Mega Man Maker Mega Contest. See if you can win some of Fubar's money. I hope to see all of your levels, and until next time.